Yeah, you see this shit right here? You see that? I carry around more money on my person than most of y'all crackers got in your bank account. You understand? We all know why I'm in dependency court. It's because of my political affiliations. Because I'm the leader of this underground movement. Y'all think y'all the difference between me and Gene Keating and some of these other people like Patrick Devine that y'all knocked off, the difference between me is I've got the occult sciences on my side. Yes, I do. I'm lethal. And I can tell you this, I got the law on my side. So y'all's problem is that y'all ain't even American citizens. You know, y'all over here, this is a foreign court. You ain't got no jurisdiction in a foreign court. I done put in a challenge to jurisdiction, and that's got to be answered immediately. See, because if you haven't taken the oath to uphold the United States Constitution, then you actually ain't an officer. And if you are an officer, that means you've agreed to you've taken an oath to follow the Constitution and the United States laws. Well, guess what? The problem with that is that you've also taken an oath to the bar, the communist organization that's trying to oversee America, in which I am here to prevent. Now, 3.3 says that you can't accept a fiduciary position. Interesting, because the United States of America's laws say that you have to, because we're in bankruptcy, or I should say y'all are in bankruptcy, and y'all are running a bankruptcy court, and y'all are here as public servants to make sure that all of our bills are paid for free. That's what you're here for. You're not here for any other reason. You ain't got no power. You ain't nothing. When you step in that job as officer, you're here to serve me. That's what you're here to do. Get that straight. Get it straight, because I'm telling you right now, it's getting ready to be real straight. Now, I have now since put in some more paperwork that's coming down the pipeline. And see, when I deposited that birth certificate into the court depository by special deposit, that's yet another way I ended this case. It's ended. You understand me? It's ended. It's over. Give me my son back. Just because you stole something and you think you got control because you got personal jurisdiction because you stole it. There ain't no infant minors over here. Ain't no infant minors over here. The infant minor, I've got title to him. I've got title to him. A parental right, you know what they call it, parental right? I've got rights as a mother and father. See, that's totally different than a parental right. A parental right, that's right to his corporation. And I do run his corporation. As a matter of fact, and it is a corporation. You know how I can prove it's a corporation? Because I'm the one that registered the corporation. That's right. I registered it. I registered it, baby. I own it. DBA and everything. Sweet, huh? Got an EIN number for it and everything. Hard to do that when you're dead, ain't it? Real hard. Hard to do when you're dead. But fiduciaries, y'all need to get on the ball, because I don't see no work getting done over there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a fiduciary responsibility to get this thing done, and I am ready to get it over with. I'm ready to have King Cash come home. That's right, that's the king. See all these necklaces around me? That's right. Tons of money, tons of money. Boy, when motherfuckers see my bank account during appeal, and don't think I'm going to appeal in your court either, boy, I'll be putting in that form 304C and headed to the fucking door to the feds. That's right. And all y'all got to recuse yourself. You got to. You know why you got to recuse yourself? Because the bar won't let you take the fiduciary position. They tell you not to settle the claim, but the problem is that's your only job is to settle the claim. So what y'all going to do? You know, break the law. Remember, I control a lot of internet sites. And I got what's called y'all think y'all got a chain of command when a man goes down? Hey, shit just kept right on rolling last time I did a year. And this time that shit won't happen, because I know made sure I got multiple bondsmen got my money to get me out. You can bet that, boy. You can bet that. And my money's long, you hear me? And anybody in their right mind, this is just going to expose the fact that this shit ain't about no kind of fucking like my child going without. Man, we know better. We know what child is. Child refers to an estate, best interest of the estate. And that means that the last information you got about what was good from my estate that y'all are trying to steal the tax credits for. Go for them. Hey, go, like I put on my paperwork, man. Go get an IOD and put yourself as the originator of the funds. Let's see how that works out for you. Because as of right now, y'all need to pay some taxes because y'all is trustee and everything. And I appointed y'all as fiduciary. Yep, and it's legal, see? And I'm gonna tell you another way I beat your case. I beat your case one way. I beat that fucking case, okay, like a poor whipped kid when I put the birth certificate in, because when you make a deposit with special deposit with a purpose, it forms a trust. It forms a trust. And so the trust was, and I put a trust indenture statement in there, explaining what the trustees need to do and the rules for my representatives. And so right now, y'all have done nothing but kidnap my child. So I ended the case like that. Then I ended the case, okay, by appointing Kim Strawfield as fiduciary, okay. And so she's supposed to settle the case and the charges. And then on another note, I saw this because y'all, I challenge jurisdiction. Y'all can't prove jurisdiction. Because in jurisdiction, expiration ends as soon as I put it all right there on the forms. Y'all need to read them forms I keep putting into the court, because before you come and bring a case against a citizen or a resident, you got to go to the State Department. The State Department's got to notify me that there's somebody trying to put a case against me, and then y'all got to go to a federal grand jury, and get a federal grand jury to say that they have found enough evidence that I am a corporation to bring any action against me. So that all this action that y'all have done is illegal, and you know it, and now you know you mess with somebody that knows the fucking law, and so now you got to backtrack. You're in a precarious situation, because now it's like, what do you do? Well, I tell you, just give me my son back. And I'm not going to put your ass in jail, but you keep my son for me. Y'all continue keeping my son and all that punitive father shit. I got the paperwork that I was married to this woman 5 years before the birth of this child, okay? And then furthermore, if I married her after the fact, my child's still not considered a bastard. It says in y'all's own state statutes that if the mother and father of the child's married at any point in time, the child will be treated as if it's legitimate, okay? So, and I told you, if you think you got a contract, put the contract up, and I'll rescind it. I've already put a rescission in for any contracts implied that y'all think that we have. Me and my wife both have put in a rescission. We put that rescission in, and it stands that we are self-represented. From day one, we've been saying that shit. Y'all been trying to break me and my wife up, put us on separate sides of the aisle, and finally I got there. Y'all can't even do that. You can't tell us that we got to get divorced, dude. That's crazy, man. Okay? Y'all ain't got a miracle in that big of lockdown yet. Y'all think y'all going to start telling people they be married and not married. We ain't never had no domestic violence in my house. I ain't never had a domestic violence charge. My wife ain't never had no domestic violence charge. So all them lies that Shaquille Range put in, and we know she's a Democrat operative, and we know that she's got ties to the Communist Party. So we're dealing with terrorists. Y'all are terrorists. We are dealing with an act of terrorism right here that y'all created. But we're the patriots, and we're gonna stand up. Just like I told that judge last time I was in court, do what you got to do, but you're the one violating, and you're gonna go to jail for it eventually. See, I can do my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a soldier. I ain't afraid to do what I got to do for my son. See, y'all came with guns and weapons and came and took my son with y'all are the violent ones. Y'all are the ones coming over here pulling kidnappings and carjackings and all this shit. And y'all are, it says right there in the Constitution, man, the Supreme Court done said y'all is a fictitious organization. Y'all is not even real, man. That's why you got to have a straw man. And so when I put that birth certificate on, y'all wanted to arrest the birth certificate. I gave you the birth certificate. Second of all, y'all never even had an order for my son. Y'all did an ex parte hearing, which I've already objected to in writing, and it's in the court docket. So, see, y'all can act like y'all ain't seen this shit, but it's in the court docket. I've got everything filed. You better bet I made copies and put it in 10 different places. Yeah, because we know what's up. We know this is, I know y'all are devils and demons, and I'm burning candles right now on. You know what I'm saying? I done went to the people upstairs. I done went to my maker. You know what I'm saying? I know where my heart's at. I'm prepared to die if necessary. Where is y'all's?